up, everybody? Welcome back to Geekset Rewatch show. Kind of watch some shit and talk about it. I'm your host, Didge D, and with me today, I got the homie Big Mike. How you doing, man?
What's going on, y'all?
That's it. What's going on? I didn't know you had anything else.
Oh, I didn't know if I should do my spiel.
I thought you was going to give at least some type of spiel.
You already know what it is. It's your boy, Mikey Leonardo DiCaprio, a.k.a. Mikey Drip Drip, a.k.a. the most moisty podcaster in the world. What he do, 1/3 of the NWO Podcast, NWO Podcast, the podcast that's too sweet.
Hey, yeah, get something, give him a little flair, Give
him a little flavor, you know what I'm saying? A little seasonings, you know what I'm saying?
We are back again with season 2 of Geekset Rewind. Like I said, we didn't get canceled like I told y'all last episode.
We got renewed, y'all.
Talk with the network. They was able to bring us back. If this is your first episode of Geekset Rewind, basically it's a rewatch show. We'll watch various anime, movies, basically what I feel like watching. Sit back, talk about it a little bit. Yeah. Season 2 is a little bit of a different format where season 1, we watched an entire one anime all the way through. This time we are doing something different and we're watching different animes throughout the entire season. Today we're watching Kakegurui. Probably butchered that name.
I know I can't that shit for shit.
I'll put like the little title scene on here.
Oh, okay.
So that way y'all can see it. Basically it's the gambling anime. Have you heard of it?
I heard of it. Low-key, I think I heard y'all talking about it.
Yeah, so this is something that we talked about probably sometime last year. I know Deuces and I both saw it. Yeah. Basically what I'm trying to do with this season is I'm hoping to catch stuff that each guest hasn't seen before.
Okay, that makes sense.
So like last episode, me and Doug, we watched Kuroko's Basketball. Yeah. If you haven't seen it, it'll be up here somewhere in this corner. Check it out. It's especially with that one, he was somebody who doesn't watch anime a lot. Right. So that was kind of dope to see, especially he was really interested in how, especially as the episode went on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
With this one, you are somebody who does watch a little bit more anime than he does. Yeah. So before we dive into the episode, let's hear a little bit about your relationship with anime.
Well, to be honest, growing up, I didn't know it was anime. I just thought it was, cartoons from Japan.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, what's some other ones that I remember? Not Space Boy? Astro Boy.
Yeah.
Astro Boy. So as a kid, I was a little bit into it, and then as I got older, like 12, 13, I started getting more into Dragon Ball Z. Like I know as a kid, it was probably Dragon Ball when Goku was little.
Yeah.
But then as a teenager, Dragon Ball Z. And then I kind of fell off of it for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like I stayed up to date with Dragon Ball Z, but like when it comes to other animes, I really wasn't as well informed like you guys are. So I'm trying to get back into it. Like I started Naruto. Like I'm on season 4 or 5 of that.
Dope.
Watching what was that? Blood Sea. Watching Blood Sea was fun. I liked watching Blood Sea last season. What was the one with the zombies in High School of the Dead?
High School of the Dead.
I enjoyed that one.
I think we're gonna do an episode on that just because it's such a wild anime that like I'm trying to figure out the right guest to watch that with.
Right.
Because that's one of those ones where everybody always talk about like when you watch anime, just the scenes that people
come in the room like, what you watching?
Yeah,
oh, shit.
And that's the anime where you can easily
for sure.
have that moment where it's like, bro, what is this?
What do they call it?
The fan service.
Oh,
like that is huge fan service.
For sure.
I do want to talk about that one just because how out here it is. But like I gotta find the right guest for that one.
Right. But no, I'm trying to get back into it. I actually still want to watch the Inuyasha one they redid with his kids.
Oh,
I forgot what they called it.
Princess. What is it? Yashahime.
Yeah, it's like I still want to watch that one because I was a big fan. And Inuyasha was another one that I watched. So especially hanging with y'all with Geekset, it made me want to get more into anime. So it was like I'm glad I'm here because like I definitely want to dip more into my anime bag. Even with the mangas, I want to start reading more of the mangas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm ready.
That's dope. So before we dive into it, I'll give you a little bit of backstory on what the anime is. Like I said, it's called Again, I might be butchering it.
Say it one time.
Kakegurui. We're gonna throw that. We'll throw the title card up there for you again. But essentially, what the story is, the main character, she enrolls into a private academy, and like a lot of other anime, you know, the student council rules it.
Right.
But how they hold their power is basically through gambling, and where the gambling winners, they code, they got all they you know, they can do pretty much what they want,
right.
And the losers is losers.
Now with the gambling, is it different?
Different games.
Different game. Okay.
All types of shit. And when I say all types of shit, I mean it can be card games. I don't know if we're gonna get into the first 2 episodes, but somebody gambles with Russian roulette. Like,
wait, is this the one y'all was talking about where they was gambling like body parts?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
I'm all for this one. Yes.
So we're gonna get into the first.
Okay.
We'll get into the first couple of episodes. Then we'll come back and talk about it.
Okay. For sure. I definitely remember this now. Okay. For sure.
No, yeah, it's wild. And so obviously you remember. I know how to tell Doug, like, this part only bits and pieces will be on the camera.
Right.
So.
Yeah. For sure.
Oh, do you want to watch it dubbed or sub?
It's up to you. It's your show. It's up to you. I'm cool with either way.
I know.
I do dub. I'm not gonna lie. I do dub when I'm doing other shit.
I do too.
You know what I'm saying?
When I'm doing other shit.
I do sub when I'm literally focused, and that's all I'm gonna be doing.
I haven't watched this dubbed, so let's watch it dubbed. I haven't watched it dubbed.
Okay. I know the American voice is gonna be funny as a bitch.
Yeah, so I want to see how that's gonna be.
God damn.
All right.
Wow.
Go ahead and stop that.
Wow.
All right, so we just watched the first 2 episodes of Kakegurui. I probably again butchered that. That's all right though. We'll figure it out eventually. Let's go initial thoughts.
That shit is crazy, dog. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, I fuck with it. I like that. That shit, I fuck with it. I like the fact that she reel people in by acting like she don't understand how to play the game, or she literally losing. And then she be like, okay, just give me one more chance. I can do it. Just give me one more chance. And then she bust your ass. Cause the second one was even worse, cause she borrowed the bitch money. She was like, borrow me some money so I can bet you. And it's like, oh man, that shit,
So I guess to give a quick synopsis of the first 2 episodes. In the first episode, it's literally her first day at the new academy.
Just got there.
She comes in already. The guys, they like, oh, she cold.
Right, on her ASAP.
I'm assuming that's why the married chick was upset immediately.
Oh, for sure, she was jealous.
So she saw that, she comes in, and when she goes, hey, well, let's gamble.
Right.
And their gambling game is essentially rock paper scissors on cards. Yeah. So each student puts in a card. Whoever you pull, those are the 3 that you can choose for rock, paper, scissors.
Not even putting in a card, they're literally drawing the rock,
yeah, they're actually drawing
paper or the scissors
on
the card and putting them in the box.
So when they play it the first time, like each hand as they're going through it, you know, every time there's a low amount, it seems like Yumiko would win.
Right.
When there's a high amount, Mary would win.
Right.
And as it starts getting sort of down to the end, when Yumiko has pretty much no more coins left, she goes, well, let's do this one last one. Mm-hmm. And in that one last one, Yumiko, she bets 10 million yen. Mm-hmm. And in that one, that's when she wins. It sort of unveils her hand that she knew Mary was cheating the entire time. Mary had people draw what she wanted them to draw, so that way she can sort of skew the odds.
But in the second game, didn't they change it where she said it was only gonna be rocking?
Well, no, that was her plan. That's what she was saying.
Okay.
So Mary would always have people draw either a lot of rock or a lot of paper. Yeah. And because of that, I didn't really fully understand the thing.
Because I think with that is, she had the people, you know.
Because you have to have scissors in order to. You have to have scissors in order to
be paper. So it's like, as long as she has paper, if she has multiple papers in her hand, most likely that means she
got a lot of rocks.
A lot of rocks in her hand.
Yeah.
And it's just the luck of the draw, bro.
So obviously Mary was skewing it, and even in her way that she was going to, like in that last one, she literally was like, oh yeah, no, I figured it out. I knew how to beat it, but
Right.
I just kind of had to hope.
I just wanted to real life had to believe in the heart of the cards,
like,
bro.
and it was just so
Like,
wild that excited her.
Yeah.
Like she was full on excited.
Like, I mean, like, orgasm excited.
Bro,
like,
her face got all red. She like clenched her thighs and shit.
Right, like
it's a little awkward. I ain't gonna lie.
I was like, oh.
Like,
I was like, this is a whole nother level of gambling that I ain't never dealt with.
I ain't hit that level of gambling.
That's a whole nother level of gambling, bro.
I ain't never had gambling so good I needed a cigarette after.
Just easy, big fella. Like, oh, it's like, oh man.
So yeah, so
that's, oh my god.
Obviously, when she wins, now Mary is what did she say?
8.8.
Yeah, 8.8 million yen in debt. So Mary's now a house pet. Which, after I want to come back to that whole thing too.
Yeah.
So the episode 2, we watched both of them. Episode 2, she sees, I forgot what her name was. Shit.
Damn, the donation lady.
Let me here, I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, but basically she was in the student council because her family owned a very popular toy company, and she got it because the student council in the show is all the elite, like the rich motherfuckers, people who run the school. She was able to get in there because she gave a large donation, and I'm guessing the larger the donation, the higher your status can be when it comes to like schools or whatever.
It's Ski is her name.
Ski.
It's Ski.
It's Ski.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Ski. So yeah, she did that, and what's the dude's name? The dude who helped Mary cheat in the first.
Dog, I never heard his name.
So it was a dude that.
I got the cast up though, so I can find that quick.
So going back the first episode, it was a dude that the teacher told to walk Yumiko around, like show her everything about it.
Ryota.
Okay, so Ryota was the dude who was helping Mary cheat in the first game against Yumiko.
Yeah, then he became friends with Yumiko because Yumiko paid out his debt.
Paid out his debt easy with no hesitation. She was like, "You ain't got to pay me back." She was like, "Here you go. Like, hey, this for you, dog."
So yeah, like you said, Itsuki and her, that's when they were gambling.
Yep.
And it was basically concentration. Have you ever played concentration?
I mean, I'm guessing it's just like the memory. Remember the memory?
Yeah,
the memory game,
it's literally that. Like
yeah.
I've played it. I've never played it. I never played it with actual playing cards.
Yeah, I never played it with actual playing cards.
Like I've played, like you said, I played it like that.
Yeah.
But it's essentially that, but on a larger scale because they were using two decks.
That's 104 cards.
That's a lot of
fucking
cards to
bro.
remember. Like that's a lot.
Like I seen that for a club.
Yeah,
like, damn, I seen that for a club somewhere, and you literally just gotta
and like
over here.
The fact that you had to remember the exact card.
Exact card, bro.
And so they go through that the first time they're betting. Did you say 20? You told them the 20 million yen. Like that's how much they were betting.
Oh yeah, they were betting 20 million yen. Yumiko didn't have the whole 20 because she gave Fem
at least 5.
She gave the dude like at least 5 or 6 yen. So she was already so.
You figure she had the 10.
She had the 10. She gave him 5, so she probably only had like 4 or 5 left.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what she said? Itsuko damn near borrowed her the other 15. Do the match another 20?
Yeah, so she must have borrowed her 15 the first time.
Yeah.
And then the second hand, after she lost the first one, when they bet again, she borrowed her like 35.
35, bro. That's nuts, bro.
Wild. I didn't even think about
nuts.
that.
Like she was like, hey, I know I'm gonna bust your ass.
Because all she cared about was
her trip.
Well, the first time she cared about the first time she was like, this is just great PR.
Right. Yeah.
Like niggas gonna see my dad's cards.
She was literally like, hey, these are the cards we're using. I forgot the name of them, but she was like,
it was like
you go pick these up. Pluck it, some shit. She was like, you can pick these up. They coming soon. I was like, oh yeah, you good.
Like yeah, so that was all she cared about. And then obviously after the fact, the second time, she was like, well, give me your nails.
On top of that, she was so cold, she opened 2 more new decks.
Yeah.
She was like, this game over, fuck them cards, and she opened up 2 brand new decks. It was like, hey, we finna play with 2 new decks.
And then, like I said, because Yumiko didn't have the money already, she didn't have it the first time, but now she definitely ain't got it.
Really didn't got it, yep.
And she's like, well, fine, just give me your nails.
Dog, she pulled out, oh my God. Bro,
Like,
she pulled
fam,
out like a souvenir case of just people's fingernails.
It was
like,
already creepy if you would like. It was already kind of creepy knowing that she just had a case of
think
nails.
of
But it's like, fam, why you buying all these acrylic nails? Because it's already creepy like that.
Because it definitely looked like you went to a nail shop and just took the samples off the wall.
It's what I imagine. Like if you go to a nail shop, like I've never been to a nail shop, so I imagine though you can go in and be like, hey, I want those.
Exactly.
It looks like that.
Yes, exactly.
And when she comes out and be like, oh no, these are people's nails. It's like, fam, you creepy.
And they not like fake nails. They not the acrylic
No.
nails. These is the literal nails off of people's fingers.
Like, fam, why are we really doing that?
Like, that's how much she wants to gamble, bro. And it was like, you don't got no money.
Fam,
Give me your nails.
And so they bet that.
Oh my God.
And Yumiko goes first, and immediately, basically, she ran it.
She swept it, bro.
She ran all 54 cards.
So the whole thing is, it's 104 cards. So that's what? That's
so 52
matches.
Matches,
That's
yeah.
52 matches. If you go over 54, there's literally no 53, 54. There's no way for the other person
to
catch up. The first game, they was going back and forth, but she, what's her name?
It's Gold. She ran off like a 10 at one point.
She did like 10, 11 in a row. She was good. She had like a 14, 15 card lead. So she won the first game. Second game, now we didn't even tell them that she had the trick with the card.
No, that's what I was going to get into that.
Okay, so
like,
I'll let you go. Go ahead.
So like, that's when this is, and Itzko's like telling us this. Like she's telling us
right.
sort of
plan.
what her plan was,
right.
and she basically on each card it was heat activated that it had like a little mark. I would have lost. You know, she could have told me,
and I still
wouldn't have known. Like she had like a little clover or some shit on the
it was
card.
something different, and
then as the card cools down,
it
fades away.
Yeah.
Like I said, she could have literally said, "Hey, this is how I'm about to teach you. Show it to me."
And I still would have been
I'd have lost because I didn't even notice the shit.
Like, where you say that was at? Like, damn.
And so as she's telling us this, Yumiko's like just starting to get matches, and she lets her know like, "Hey."
And what's cold is she let Yumiko go first, and she was like, "Go ahead." And the first card she flipped over, she found that match, and it was a wrap. She ran 54 straight on the wrap.
Dog, the fact that she ran, because this is the second time I watched it. I don't even remember her running all 54.
And I was talking shit. I was like, it'd be crazy if she just do 54 straight. And the bitch did 54 straight, bro.
I don't remember that at all, but it was wild.
And the crazy part, it made the other chick just break the fuck down. Like, she was so cold at gambling and she lost so bad, she was just like, what the fuck? Like, there's nothing I can do now. It was like, there's no...
But the crazy thing is, if I got this correctly, this gets me more into now we're starting to get, because that's pretty much the end of that episode.
Right, yeah.
Now we're starting to get more into how does school fucking work.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure nothing bad should have happened to her. Because it's like...
Oh, because she was a higher up.
Well, not even that. So, if we're going off the first one, she was already 20 mil up.
20 mil up, yeah.
The second one, she lost 20 mil. She should leave there at the exact same spot.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, why did she break down so much?
Because she didn't lose her fingernail. She just lost the 20 mil.
She just lost the 20 mil. It was 20 mil versus the fingernail.
So, it's like...
Because remember, that's what she was saying.
Yeah.
Because Yumiko did say, like, let's do it a third time.
Oh, yeah.
Now let's do fingernail versus fingernail. But it's like, she didn't want to go.
She was like, I can't. And she was like, she broke the part down.
So I'm like,
I can't.
why did you break down? You could have just been like, the fuck? Like, I get it. You pissed. You lost, I guess, a fingernail.
Maybe she broke down because she couldn't use her parlor trick no more.
Against everybody else, I feel like, I get it that it's recorded to the students.
Right.
Niggas ain't catching.
Oh, no, not at all.
Niggas wasn't catching that.
Not at all. Not at all. Because they were so in tune on what the fuck was going on, they wasn't
paying attention to what
they
just thought she was just that cold.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like...
Because that's what I'm thinking she broke down, because she like, okay, that was my one trick to guarantee me a victory. If she know if she's seen through my facade, the jig is up. Like I don't know what
but I feel
saying?
well, I guess she could go tell everybody else.
You know what I'm saying? Not even that, but it's like if that show go to.
But she also told her how you can get around that. Use a different deck with a different. She was like, if you would have used a different pattern.
Yeah.
No, she said a different pattern.
I thought you said that she would have used.
No, because she was saying it had both decks had the same pattern.
Right.
So if that one the clover or what, like I said, I still don't know what it is.
And what's crazy, that means she knew the whole time.
Yeah.
And literally on purpose lost that money.
And that's what she was saying. She was like, bro, all that acting after the first one, all that man, she was in there waterworks.
But then I can see it because she didn't lose her money. She lost the money she borrowed to her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
and
it's
that's what I'm saying. So like you, in my eye, and again, this is why I wanted to talk about how the hell this school fucking works.
That shit is.
It's like, fam, did you really? Because the other thing was like with Mary.
Yeah.
When even though she was down $8 million or whatever, we were saying like, why don't she just call it out the other debt?
Right.
It seems like the money doesn't matter until donation day.
Oh, because the more you have during donation day,
so like
the higher your
status. Mary's, because donation day was the next day, she probably couldn't call it in that quickly.
Right. So that she went from top 100 to bottom 100.
Whereas with this girl, donation day had already passed. We knew that.
Right.
They said it at the beginning of the episode. So it's like, what is your issue? Why did you break down so much?
So you don't think she loses her status?
I can't. I mean,
because the way the other student council people was talking after she lost, she was like she was only here because she made
right. And that was the thing. Like, I don't get it because it's like, fam, by next donation day,
you had that back.
I could easily have that back.
You had that right back.
Like, and her dad is CEO. Like, she can probably just
Hey, low key, she was almost. Yumiko was this close to talking her into betting her company.
Yeah, I know, that was wild too. Like,
she was like, "Nah, it ain't worth it."
Like, imagine being a parent and you get a call from your kid like, "Hey, my classmate owned the company now."
I'm like, you got the deed to the business. I need to sign that over.
I bet Walmart today. he own it now. It's gonna be Dave Mart now.
So you might want to sign that over. That's crazy how gambling controls that much of their lives. And it's like you go through regular school, and then after school is just
not even after school. They were at recess.
Oh yeah, they were at recess. And what's crazy is that these is whole ass teenagers, and they still had recess.
Hey, they cold.
And I was like,
my school ain't had no recess.
I was like, I stopped recess after 8th grade. Like I ain't never seen recess.
I stopped recessing at the beginning of middle school. You cold because you had it through middle school.
I had it through middle school. Like
you cold.
I literally remember after lunch, we would go have recess. Niggas was playing kickball. Niggas would be in the field. Niggas would be in the jungle gym. Like. And then it's like niggas hit high school, niggas went to lunch and straight to another class. Like, damn, this shit.
I remember my last recess because my guy, his brother went to the middle school that we were all going to.
Yeah.
And so he had already told us, hey, middle school recess is done.
Dang, it was like that.
So
it's like a wrap, bro.
It was like a week before 5th grade graduation, and niggas like, damn, it's the last recess, y'all. Like you said, gambling controls their life
so much, bro. And to the point where you could. My whole thing is how many people are in that school? Because they had a whole bottom 100.
I'm going at least 300.
Cause it's like a whole 100 is just the bottom of the.
Cause that's why I'm like, it can't be 200. Cause that's just bogus.
That's bogus. Like, we cut this shit in half. You 101, but you gotta.
You can't tell me we got a top 100 and everybody else is just get fucked.
And it's like if you 101 and under, it's like nah, you.
So that's why I'm saying at least 300. Cause like
okay, that
at
makes
least
sense.
you got a good middle of
like, you got a legit top.
Right.
You got the average, and then you got the people who are below average.
Right. Like you got your middle class who's just like, hey, y'all just here.
You just here.
Like you just go to class.
It's like I'm just trying to graduate.
Right.
Fuck gambling, I'm just trying to graduate.
Bro, I don't even know if they trying to graduate.
Is there any principals? Is it just the student council is just the leader of everything?
I mean, but that's a lot of anime. Student council is the coldest. Student councils, they be running the government. Like student councils and anime be cold.
And it's like, it's like, how important was student council to like Asian culture back in the day? Where it was like they was like, hey, this is a very, very important part of like the school, of your student embodiment. Where it's like these group of people have that much power where they control everything that's going on. It's like how big is that in real life? Where it's like student council people was on this pedestal, and it's like if y'all don't listen to student council,
dog, I truly
you know
don't.
What I'm saying? I was on student council in middle school, and it's like it wasn't all that cracked up. Like,
I was not. I don't think I've ever.
We literally just figured out ways to raise money for dances, and like literally that was it. We raised money for dances and figured out ways to like improve the school. Like it wasn't no type of like Illuminati
I was gonna say the only time
elitism.
I was on a student council was in college when I ran for our student senate, and trust me, we ain't do
none
much.
of that, bro.
We was in there. Oh, such and such group is gonna put an event on for campus on next Thursday.
That's
like
it. And it's like, bro. And I was the vice president.
Oh, so you was up there. So
you know what I'm saying? I was up there. Bro, all we did was make sure that the dances had refreshments. Everybody did the, you know what I'm saying? Like regular school shit.
Right.
And it's like being on a student council and then seeing how much power that student councils have on anime. It's like, bro,
you're like, damn, we did not take advantage of it.
Like, we did not. I should have. You know what? I could have ran that school. Like everything just would have been right. I could have ran that school.
Cause fam, like y'all student council, they were. If you are that bottom 100, now you don't have a name no more.
No more. You just a motherfucking. You a Fido.
You Fido or Mittens,
bro.
Fam was a Ottoman, like. The nigga the first episode, the Ryoto dude,
fam,
he was legit an Ottoman, and he had to just be there.
And she gambling, making money,
like,
and she just.
Dog, do you know how demoralizing that would be?
No,
this got to be a boarding school. There's no way they just going home at the end of the day.
No. It's like, bro, I'm going to my room. I'm gonna go wallow in my shame, and hopefully don't nobody remember that she called me a motherfucking Fido. For goddamn 18 hours.
Cause it's like, imagine going home, you ask your kid, how's school today? You know, I was Ottoman for a couple hours, you know.
And then you imagine you gotta tell your parents, like, my name isn't my name anymore. I'm Fido.
They see the dog tag.
They see the dog tag and it's like, Bottom Peter. Go to your room.
These parents, they said it was
might
all.
Be elite.
Yeah, they said a lot of the students are from, I don't know if every student was or a lot, but they probably all went to the academy. They probably come home like, damn, bro, you don't know how to gamble, like
imagine that's your punishment at home is your parents teaching you like this is how you play the game, just playing the game.
That'd be wild.
Cause that low key, I would want to play rock paper scissors that way. Like,
yeah, that'd be an interesting way to play rock paper scissors.
You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be a fun way, especially like you don't have no control over what cards you have in your hand, but you got to play whatever cards you have in your hand.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And it's like that'd actually be dope. Like a rock paper scissors card game, like that'd actually like be pretty dope. And it's like you don't know what cards you gonna get. You don't know because like you doing it is like, all right, I feel like I'm gonna do scissors. I feel like I'm gonna do rock, you know what I'm saying? But like with the cards, it's like
that one. It increases chance a lot more because now you gotta figure out, well, what do I have, what I can play with.
Right, you're not in control of what rock paper scissors you can pull out at any time during the game. So
right.
It's like, okay, I got 2 rocks in the paper. Now I'm hoping that he got whatever I need. To,
let me hope that he got
right.
2 scissors and a rock.
Like, okay, I'm good. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Right.
Good.
So. Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say, now I really want to watch the rest of the season because it's like, if this is just the first 2 episodes, bro.
So that is perfect. You lead me right into we get into our next segment. First before we start leading into our wind down segment, our first segment is what I'm trying to do with this season is since each anime sort of has a secondary theme, so like. It's not just anime, this is a gambling anime.
Right.
I want to sort of, what are some of your favorite games of chance?
Uno.
Okay.
I'm not a risky person.
Okay.
But I said, I gotta.
So you're not down that potto.
I'm not down that potto. Gambling checks away. Like,
all right.
No, I'd be mad when I lose 50 cents I had in my pocket. Like,
Dog.
damn, where my 2 quarters go?
I tell people all the time, don't take me to the casino with you, because I go in there and I realized quickly, I was like, all right, I used to go in there with $40. Right. I used to realize that 40 at the that 40 at the ATM, that was for me to go to the casino with. That was for me to go to the casino with. Mm-hmm. But I realized one of my friends was like, bro, you being too, you got to at least take 60.
Okay.
So now I'll take 60 with me.
Okay.
If I lose that 60,
that's it.
It ain't even. The thing is, I'm like, you can take me. I'm just gonna go buy a drink and I'll just sit here and
watch y'all.
I don't people watch.
Yeah, I people watch. That's what I've done.
People don't like that. Yeah. I realize that, like, you know, they were like, oh, you just make me feel so antsy. I'm like, I may be on my phone.
Right.
I got a drink. I'm people watching.
Half the time
I'm
it's
cool.
like, right. It's like, I'm good. And it's like, my whole thing is like,
I'm not trying to lose no. I'm not.
Motherfuckers work so hard for their money, bro.
Bro,
and it's like, I get it. You're trying to multiply it and get more. But when that doesn't happen, it's like, bro, that's money I could have spent on something else.
There was a time we were at Ho Chunk. I think that's one of those Constandel's, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was there, 'cause I'm pretty sure it was me and my brother there. And the nigga was gambling. He lost at craps. I don't even know the amounts of the chips, but it was a big ass stack of the black chips. He lost it. He looked at it. He was like, damn. Put out 200. Like, hey, let me get some more. And I'm like, bro, my night would have been over.
I'm done, bro. No, like, I'm done.
Like, my night would have been done.
I'm good. Like, I'm good. No, but games of chance. Like, I played, Uno.
Okay.
I played blackjack before, so that's not.
I like blackjack.
Yeah, blackjack's not bad. I like blackjack. But I'm good on, like, I play roulette. I play roulette.
I was like, damn, you play Russian roulette?
No, not that crazy.
Oh.
But I have played roulette.
Okay.
But it's like games of chance is just because it's like I have no control over if I win or not.
I feel you.
You know what I'm saying?
That kills me.
I have no control over it. And like that's what kills me, because then it's like, if I lost, I can't blame nobody.
Right.
I can't blame
It's just you.
It's just you. It's just, I just had sucky luck. And it's like,
right.
Oh man. But no, that's really much it. What about you? I know you not big into it, but I know you have played other games of chance.
So like, obviously, definitely Uno.
Right.
I consider spades a game of chance.
And to be honest, Mom's tried to teach me spades, but I don't play spades.
Like,
that's one game I don't play.
It's probably less chance, because it is up to you once you have your hand.
Right.
You can try to manipulate it as best as you can.
Right.
But
on top of you working with somebody.
Right, you working with somebody, but at the same time, in order for you to get your hand,
right,
that's all comes to chance.
Yeah,
like you're not being able to fucking be like, hey, let me get
the 3.
Yeah,
right,
like you're not doing that.
Let me get all the diamonds. Like,
so like I do still consider that a game of chance.
No, that makes sense.
And when I go to the casino, I do like the slots.
Yeah.
Like that's pure chance.
Yeah.
Like
it's
so.
Like just a button. You just hopefully hope
right.
that all this shit match. Low key, if I go to the casino, that's literally all I do.
I'll do that in blackjack. Yeah, I do like blackjack because it's still chance, but again, like I said with spades, you can try to manipulate it as best as you can.
Yep. Yeah.
So I do like that.
Right. I feel like there's a higher chance of you winning, because like as long as you don't go over, there's a slight chance that you actually can still win.
And you don't care about what, like if me and you were at the table, I don't care what you did,
right? As
long as I beat the dealer.
Right.
So exactly. I also like that, where it's less people I gotta care about beating.
Right. Yeah.
So.
That's always, and that's the thing, is like the more the people you gotta beat, and I feel like that's like lowers your chances of actually succeeding and actually winning.
Right,
like,
because now
you gotta make sure that you don't do nothing to help him win.
Right.
You don't do nothing to help him win. It's like,
so like I don't gotta care about how luck is going for you.
You right. As long as I beat the motherfucker who's holding the cards and dealing the cards out. As long as I beat the house, I should be good.
Which I can't remember if in the series, I wonder if they do any episodes where it's like not just one, because like obviously in the 2 episodes that we watched, it was 1v1.
Right.
Where
like
it is a group game where it's like everybody, like you gotta beat everybody. I can't remember I do. I think I'm gonna have to rewatch this.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put it on my. Actually, I'm putting it on my queue.
So yeah, well that gets me to our second segment. Well, not even a segment, I guess, but the second one. How many eagle feathers are you gonna give it? That's our rating system here.
Okay. Out of 5.
Out of 5. Okay. And you already said you would rewatch it, so
yeah,
or you want to continue it, so that satisfies the second part.
Right. No, I definitely want to watch it again. And eagle feathers, no, low key, just because it had me like, what the fuck? I gotta go for it. I give it 4 eagle feathers.
So if you're keeping score at home, that is 2 series in a row that we got 4 out of 5 eagle feathers for. Clearly, I'm picking good anime.
Hot takes, baby.
Clearly, I'm picking good shit.
Hot picks, baby.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd give it about 4.5 eagle feathers.
Because my whole thing is, if the first episode don't get me, like it don't show me some, if I don't show some type of emotion, like, oh shit.
Right.
9 times out of 10, I don't think I'm gonna fuck with it. As long as it get me like, oh shit, what the, you know what I'm saying? If I get one of those moments, 9 times out of 10 is like, all right, I'm gonna fuck with the show and I'll watch the rest of it.
And that was what I was trying to do with this. Like I was telling Doug last episode, is like, I wanted to pick something that would sort of grasp you immediately. Because I mean, obviously with this, we got a limited number of episodes. Like I'm not trying to have everybody out here watching an entire series.
No
but I needed something that can grasp us, that we can sort of talk about.
Right.
So with this, I was glad with this one. I like I said, I was struggling. I was like, oh shit, what do I pick?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this one starts wild.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to make sure to watch this one. The other thing I wanted to do was, again, pick stuff that's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Because not only am I trying to sort of introduce anime to my guests, but I also want everybody who's watching it to be able to, like, oh,
let me go check this
out. So Netflix was the streaming service that I was like, this is something that the majority of people probably have.
Yep.
Like, I'm not telling you to go download a Funimation or a Crunchyroll.
Right.
This is already where you are. It's already dubbed if you don't want to watch anything that's subbed.
Right. It's just a category that you might not use on Netflix.
You probably, you may
skip the anime section. Right,
yeah.
Exactly.
And like, what I also wanted to show with this was that it's not animation or anime, however you want, it doesn't have to be a separate genre.
Yeah.
So like, if you like stuff where it's like, I don't know what sort of theme to put it. I just call it a gambling anime, but like, I guess sort of some suspense in it.
It's like a weird slice of life, because like ain't nobody it's like you seeing people doing, you know what I'm saying, it's like they want to do something, they want to get all this money, they want to yada yada. But there's like, usually with anime, I'm used to motherfuckers getting their heads cut off. Right. Motherfuckers arms broke.
That was the other thing I didn't want to do, where it's like all of those shonen animes where it's like a Dragon Ball or like a My Hero. Those get enough talk.
Right.
Everybody talks about those. Yeah. So I did want to showcase more of those anime where it's like, even inside of this, there's so many different genres. So I wanted to show like this one may appeal to you. Yeah. So, I think before as we're wrapping up, what are some things that you think people should check out? Like just anime. It doesn't even, or in general.
Just in general. If we going just in general, of course, definitely check out Peacemaker.
Yes.
Because that man John Cena is funny as fuck.
And the opening scene is the greatest.
The whole opening intro, dog, of the dance and shit. Oh my god, classic. Definitely check that out. Damn near if you ain't caught up on the Marvel shows on Disney Plus, catch up on all of those. All of those have been pretty good, pretty well. To be honest, I didn't watch Eternals until it dropped.
I haven't watched it yet. Oh no, I did watch it. I fell asleep. It wasn't like a boring fall asleep.
No,
I was tired.
Exactly. Same thing that happened to me.
But I was enjoying it until I fell asleep.
Same thing that happened to me. I heard a lot of flack about it, but me actually sitting down and watching it, I watched it the first time, I was high and I fell asleep. And then I watched it again. And I was like, this is actually not a bad movie.
It's not the best. I can admit that. But
it's better than Captain Marvel. And I like Captain Marvel. But I feel like out of all the movies,
Captain Marvel better than that.
Because to me, when I talk to people about, like, if they put the Marvel movies in order from like the ones they like to, a lot of people put Captain Marvel in the bottom. And it's like
I like Captain Marvel.
And I liked it. I enjoyed it. Especially because it's kind of her origin intro story into the MCU. So it's like you kind of had to do the typical origin story.
You have
shit,
to.
And you know what I'm saying? But I enjoyed it. But I will say that I like it. It's not a big margin, but I do like it slightly better than Captain Marvel.
I actually really like Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I know that's not a popular opinion.
And that's why I don't say it a lot, because like I know for sure people
like
you like Captain Marvel?
I actually really like that movie.
Enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
I definitely don't think I would put it in my top 10, but
I wouldn't say like out of the 20 what?
I think there's like 24, 25.
I wouldn't put it at 23 or 20, nothing like that. Like it's definitely like maybe
it's
11,
not
12, 13.
Yeah,
maybe, you know what I'm saying?
somewhere around
there. You know what I'm saying? So it was like definitely I enjoyed it. No, a lot of the Marvel shit. I'm trying to think of some other shows.
I will say, let me get, just because it is an anime heavy show, one anime recommendation.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
you asked me for one anime. Ooh, the last anime I actually watched was the Shaman King.
All right.
So Shaman King.
There you
I
go.
actually enjoyed that, and I think they either
they had
the
the second part. Yeah, I don't know if it's considered second season,
but
second
part
part.
two. Part
I
two.
gotta watch that.
Yeah, I was like, so I'm definitely finna watch part 2 because I finished part 1. I enjoyed it. So yeah, my one anime recommendation will be Shaman King part 2.
All right.
Yeah.
I give recommendations so much. You know what? That's what this show is about. Each episode is my recommendation.
Yeah,
like,
it's like this is what the show we're watching is what we recommend.
Yeah,
you,
so this is my recommendation.
You know.
So with that, this has been Geekset Rewind. I am your host, Didge D. You can find me everywhere online at Didge_D. You can find the Geekset Podcast everywhere at GeeksetPodcast. Go to our YouTube. You can see all of our episodes and whatnot. Mike, where can they find you though?
I'm everywhere. You know, Mike Leonardo DiCaprio on Facebook, Mike Leonardo_DiCaprio Instagram. I am Mike Leonardo on Twitter. Don't forget the podcast. You gotta look out for the NWO Order podcast everywhere you get your podcast needs. You can watch, you can hear us. Check out the YouTube channel. You know, YouTube/NWO Order podcast. You got the NWO _podcast on Instagram. NWO Podcast on Twitter. We got the NWO Facebook page and the group page, so definitely check us out. Like and subscribe us, man. You know we here. Shout out to Jake Exclusive and Trippy, baby. What it do? Yeah, Mike Leonardo, 1/3 of NWO Order podcast, man. Here with your boy Didge for Geekset Rewind.
All right, and with that, hey, we are out.